Now, this is a model that hasn't dropped yet. And it's a women's shoe. Comes in the white box, of course. But it is a women's Air Jordan 1 mid. The color is cement gray, Sail-Anthracite. It's got a little bit of a tumbled look to it. The shoe is clean. As far as like, if you're talking like a denim shoe or a cargo shoe, that Sail vintage look to the midsole, I really like it, man. And I like this lavender. This lavender and this dark kind of carbon gray. Did I give you guys the color? Yeah, cement gray Sail-Anthracite. Style code BQ6472-022. You can see the RFID chip through it. You got the 23 paper on the inside. We do have no QC sticker, but we do have a QC stamp, and that's 0610 22 30. Is that 37 or 31? It's 31. 31. So 0610 22 31. 0610 22 is our date to sync up and match with our dates of production on the back of the tongue. So let's go to the back of the tongue. Small code is VH. That's made in Vietnam. Dates of production 0622 22 to 09 23 22. What did I say on that stamp? 09 23 22. 06 10. So it's 10 06 22. So 10 06 22 is the date. 10 06 09 23. It's perfect. 2 weeks out. A lot of these things, a lot of the shoes are right where they're supposed to be as far as the QC checks on them lately. And like I said, this one doesn't come out until 2023. It's a great looking Air Jordan 1 mid for the ladies, but I'm positive guys are going to be rocking this, because if you can pull off the color and the match and fit, this is going to look good. It's a really nice looking shoe. But you can't see that because I'm too far away. So let's get to the close-up so you can see those details, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Close-up. I'll put that joint right there. All right, y'all. So we're on to the close-up of the cement gray women's Sail-Anthracite. I'm going to give you a look at the medial of the shoe. You've seen Jordan 1 mids before. I really love the color combination of this shoe. I love the soft lavender look because the color is so muted. It's almost like it's a gray, and they are calling it a cement gray, but for me, it looks like lavender. You know, and there is a bit of this kind of tumbled leather look to it. So when you touch it, it doesn't flex. You get no wrinkles underneath. It's just really kind of a coated leather on the shoes. Not that great of a leather, but it is a pretty shoe for the ladies. So I think it's going to do well when it drops. I don't think it's going to hit like crazy resale numbers, but it will be one of those models that could potentially pop, especially as we get towards like February, I think, when this thing releases. So it should be a good shoe. But as far as resale, I don't think you should look at it as that. I think you look at it as a pair that you probably want to pick up for your lady, or if you want to rock them yourself, for you. Real quick, I want you to look at how pronounced the stars are at the toe box on this Jordan 1 mid. And then I'm just going to move this back into the picture so you can see how muted and flat and rounded off the stars are on this Dunk High. And I've always looked at that as something that might be foo-foo, but it's not. That came straight from the clearance store. That's just the way Nike is making that shoe now. The stars are not as pronounced. They look worn. But you can see them very well on the Jordan 1 mid. Just an interesting detail. Oh, I had somebody ask about the shape of the Jordan 1 versus the mid, and I'm going to sit that there for you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn this one because the shoe that I have in my hand, and I'm going to show you just to give you a look at how it works, how the shape of it looks in comparison, and boom, there you go. So when I move this out, you can see the big difference. This panel comes up and around here, and then it follows through all the way around the back, and there's a dip. On the back, you have these little segmented stitch lines. That's not on the Jordan 1. So there's a big difference between, not a huge difference, but there's a big difference between the shape of the dunk, even at the toe. The shape of it It's completely different. You have two overlays here, which is a sturdier, stronger shoe for lockdown. For the Dunk, you have the overlay over the top where the eyelets are, but there's not two separate pieces here. So those are your differences as far as the Dunk is concerned versus the outsole, just to show you that. But that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.